What's going on, everybody? It is your boy Chris, man. We are here at the Work Hard, Play Harder podcast. It is Wednesday, July 2nd, 2025. My name is Chris Drummond. I'm a freelance sports reporter based out of Minnesota here and proprietor of this podcast, Work Hard, Play Harder, where I bring individuals on to talk about their why and get to know them outside of their occupation. I got a special guest that's going to be coming on with me today. She is a multimedia journalist. Her name is Kayla Holt, and we're going to talk to her about her why of getting into the journalism industry and also ask her some get to know you questions. So, without any further ado, I introduce you the wonderful, talented, and the beautiful Kayla Holt. Uh-oh. Can't. There we go. Hello there. How we doing,
Like
Kayla?
in a playful way. A playful way, girl. Yeah, like not aggressive. Yeah. Hi. Sorry.
Are you okay?
Yeah, how are you?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Just want to
I'm
make sure
trying
you're doing okay.
Yes, I'm trying to get the camera set. I don't ever use this one.
Got you. Got you. Well,
I'm
you,
just
you
trying to
look
make sure.
You look great. I'm just going to say
Thank
that right
you.
now. You're very welcome. No question. And I want to say thank you for coming on to my podcast, Work Hard, Play Harder. I want to ask you, how is your week going so far?
It's good. It's good. It's kind of like slower actually compared to usual. I think that's just because it's
Hmm.
the holiday though.
Absolutely, absolutely understand that. I want to reiterate to you, Caleb, why I wanted to have you on my podcast. I know you're a multimedia journalist. I'm a sports reporter as well. I've been a sports reporter for the past 7 years. On It started in Atlanta, now in Minneapolis, but also I do freelance as well. So I've been contracted to work with ESPN. I've done the Super Bowl, but I've also done professional teams out here as well. I love storytelling and I love hearing people's stories and hearing people's why. And when we talk to other journalists, we don't get a chance to tell our stories because we're so used to getting stories and talking
Right.
to sources and different things of that nature. But your story is just as special as anybody else's in the industry. And the one thing I've also learned is that no story is the same. Every story is different. Everybody's path is different in this industry for sure. So with that being said, I want to say thank you again and get to the very first question, which is, what is your why? Why do you do what you do? Did you have any role models or inspirations growing up? What is your why of ultimately getting into the journalism industry?
So for me personally, I like to connect with people, and that's my biggest thing.
Hmm.
And I like to hear them out. And I just kind of like what you mentioned, everyone's story is different, but everyone's story matters.
Hmm.
And you just never know what people are going through. And I feel like just to hear someone out, you never know when they needed that the most.
Mm.
And I also like my favorite part about journalism is sometimes giving a voice to the voiceless, or if someone maybe, they have they struggle with being heard. I feel like I can be that middleman. Does that make
Absolutely.
sense?
Yes,
So that's my
absolutely.
why.
I like that. I do. Did you always wanted to be a journalist, or did you grow up wanting to be something else and it kind of fell into your lap?
I always knew I wanted to be on TV and to entertain. I just didn't know how I was going to get there. So, like, going
Okay.
through college, though, and meeting mentors, that helped me figure it out.
Okay, I like that. Now, doing a little bit of background research on you, you got two different degrees at two different schools, if I'm not mistaken, and one of them is San Diego State University, which I'm very fond of. That's where I grew up. I grew up in San Diego, California, so that's home of the Aztecs. And you went to
Love
North
it.
Texas University as well, if I'm not
Yes.
mistaken.
So Aztec for life, yes, but what happened was I didn't finish.
Oh, you didn't finish
So
there. Okay.
yeah, so I started there and then took a little break to figure some stuff out, and then I enrolled in University of North Texas. They have a
Okay.
really great media program. So I did
Talk
that.
talk to me about those two particular schools, and were there any other schools that could have persuaded you from going to those two particular choices that you made?
Well, I chose San Diego State because I always knew I wanted to end up in California. And at the time, I didn't realize that San Diego State was actually just more so really good for business.
Yeah.
But I was a comm major at San Diego State. And
Yep.
that really taught me a lot, though, just to communicate with people. And I feel like that was really what started the trajectory of me wanting to connect with people of different
Sure.
walks of life. And it was just expensive. So that's why I had to go home.
I
So I
feel
had to
that.
regroup. I just had to regroup, figure it out. And that's when I went to University of North Texas. And being from Texas, I was like, oh, I feel like kind of down and out about being back home. It kind of felt like, oh, I failed. But then I changed my mindset and I realized this is a really great program. We had a great student led newscast.
Right.
And so
Right.
I auditioned for that and was really active in that and did, I was a reporter and then I anchored the news desk and did some segments for it too, like some lifestyle type segments. And really that made me love it even more, just
Hmm.
media in general.
Yeah, absolutely. No doubt. Which one do you like more, reporting or anchoring?
Oh, that's hard.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's so hard, honestly.
Okay, which one? His, if you had to choose both of them, which one would be like 51%? Which one would be 49%?
That's, I think, you know what? I think anchoring is great if you have like someone else, like a co-anchor. The
Sure.
banter I really love, but
Mm-hmm.
reporting, I like to meet people.
Absolutely.
I like to be
Absolutely.
like in the cut, like in the mix, you know what I mean,
I
on the
know.
scene.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. 10 toes down on the scene, no doubt.
Hmm.
I have family in Texas, in Houston, Texas. I'm gonna tell y'all got a lot of tolls out there. Y'all need to cut some of
So
them
many.
tolls down there out there for sure, cause y'all got
That's
a
how they
lot.
get their money.
Ain't no question about that. I was like, Lord have mercy. They took a picture, sent it to my sent it to my address and charged me. I was like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. Y'all got a lot of lanes and a lot of tolls. But
Hmm.
let me ask you, being from Texas, and this is kind of a bonus question, is Whataburger overrated?
It's not.
Oh, it's
It is
not.
not overrated.
Okay. Okay. All
To
right.
me, it's that Texas toast.
Oh, okay.
And then
Okay.
the sauces are like top tier.
Okay. All right,
And the
Kayla.
burger patty is like nicely flat and a different, it's still
Okay.
juicy.
Okay. I got you. I got you. I don't know if you're familiar with this burger chain, Fuddruckers. Have you ever heard of that?
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, that's what I'm used to. In and Out. If you went to San Diego, then you definitely know about In and Out and that
Uh-huh.
burger joint as well. So yeah, that's something that I'm used to. I have not tried Whataburger, even though I've been to Texas so many times, and I'm probably going to go back there very soon to visit family. But obviously, when I come there, if you are near the Houston, Dallas area, I don't know which area you are in, but if you're in that area, I would definitely say have to say what's up to you for sure.
Yes, I'm from the Dallas area, but right now I'm in Fresno.
Oh,
So
okay,
that's
got
where,
you.
yeah, so I started this was my second reporting job and
Yeah.
then reported here for about a month and then applied for the lifestyle host position.
Okay,
So
I like
that's
that.
where we're at now.
That's what's up. I like that. Let me ask you some favorite questions. And you just give me the 411 off the rip based upon these favorite questions that I have. So here we go. The first one is favorite meal that you like to cook.
Ooh, cook. What about eat? Favorite
Okay.
meal?
Okay, favorite meal to eat. Let's do that.
Definitely a surf and turf. Love a fillet with a
Okay.
lobster tail.
Okay, I'm with you on that. Well, I'm not the biggest cook either, but tacos is my thing. If you like tacos, then I got you because
That's a good one.
I definitely could whip something up like that. That's for sure. I'm a bachelor, Kayla, so if I don't whip nothing up, I don't eat. So that's what it is. You
I
know what I'm
know that's
saying?
right.
And so that's what it is. Okay, I'm with you on that. Favorite concert you've ever attended?
Ooh. Does a festival count? Because then it could just be all
Hmm.
in one.
Oh yeah.
Definitely Coachella.
Ooh, that's a good one. That's a
Yeah.
good one. That's good. What artists do you remember seeing at Coachella that was really nice?
K Tronada,
Mm,
Fred again, Doja Cat,
yep.
phenomenal.
Okay.
Megan the Stallion, yeah, phenomenal.
I'm with you on that. Okay. I would say I've been to a lot of concerts. I would say the weekend is definitely a vibe. No question about it. Going to see him, he was good. He was good. No doubt. Okay.
Oh, I bet.
I like that. You got some good music taste.
Thank you.
Favorite place you've ever traveled to?
Probably Italy.
Oh, you got to tell me about that. I'm so jealous right now. You got to tell me about that. What was that? A family trip, a girls trip? What kind of trip was that?
It was a family trip with my mother, um, and her friend, yes, and it was great. I'm really into fashion, so I thought I would like Milan, but I
Mm-hmm.
actually really enjoyed Rome. The history is just different to look at buildings that have been there for just so long.
Mm-hmm.
It's gorgeous. It's just a
Okay.
different vibe.
I
And
like that. I like that. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I
the
like
food
that
is
though.
just great.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm a huge Italian person. Love Italian food. Doesn't matter what kind of pasta it is, I'm rocking with it. I would say Jamaica was my favorite though. Jamaica was definitely my favorite. I don't know if you've been there or not, but yeah, the food, the vibe, the beach, the stores, just it's just a whole vibe. And I went there last year on a cruise, with some family, so it was pretty good, pretty cool. That's for
I hear
sure.
the people are amazing.
Yes, the people are definitely amazing, very friendly as well. So yeah, it definitely was a vibe. I can give you some
Oh,
tips if you ever plan on going. You give me some tips about Italy. How does that sound?
definitely, for
That's what's up.
sure.
I'm with it. I'm with it. Now I'm a sports person, Kayla. So
Oh,
I'm gonna ask you a sports question, okay? This is a two-parter.
here we
Favorite
go.
sports that you like to watch on TV, favorite sport you like to attend in person. They could be the same sport.
Okay. I would say on TV, football,
Mm-hmm.
only because I can't see it that well. So I like the play-by-plays.
Okay.
In person, definitely basketball. I think that's like very, I feel like it's exciting and I can see it. It doesn't feel
Okay.
so far away.
Yeah, girl, we you on point like a period right now because we are in sync. We are definitely in sync, no question. I love me some football on TV. The stadiums are too big, so if you're not
So
close,
big.
they look very small, no question. And then basketball is very condensed. It feels like you're on top of the action. You hear the sneakers on the floor. And basketball is my favorite sport. So yeah, I love basketball for sure. Okay, that's what's up.
We love that.
Last of the favorites. I'm a
Hmm.
huge foodie person.
Yeah.
So I love food, love trying new foods. What is your favorite restaurant that you eat at?
Okay. Ooh, my favorite restaurant here in Fresno.
Mhm.
It's probably either going to be this poke spot. It's called Butterfish,
Okay.
or yeah, it's yummy. Or honestly, Heirloom. They're owned by the same people, but it's like
Mm,
they switch up the menu kind of a lot, just seasonally, and they always have something good, something different to try.
okay.
Flavors are great, but yeah, those are my
Hmm.
top. I like seafood, so
Fun fact, I've only had shrimp with seafood in my entire
really
life existence. Yeah, only shrimp. I've never tried anything else. So I don't know what to try, what's good, Um,
salmon.
salmon. Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
let's do that.
Okay. Well, next time I go to a spot, I'll definitely try some salmon with some
Yeah.
potatoes. Yeah, yeah, I like that. I really love mashed potatoes or mac and cheese, either one of them. So yeah, I'll definitely try that for sure. I'll let you know how it is. That's for sure.
Yes, I know. Yes, got to be well seasoned. Good. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. No doubt. Okay. Let's talk about your day-to-day operations. As you know, as a journalist, our days are never the same.
Right.
I worked in different publications where I was covering different games, writing feature stories,
Hmm.
photos, editing photos, taking photos, doing page designs, all that. But also just going to cover games. Games are different. As you know, every day you go in there as a lifestyle reporter, things are just different all the time, every day. Talk to me about your process of getting ready to go in and do your job, but also what time do you start, what time do you get off, um do you have to, when you're off, are you still looking at your phone and still checking for stuff? Because, as journalists, sometimes we get breaking news as well. Like, prime example today, the Diddy news broke as far as
Oh yeah.
as far as the trial goes. So tell me, what is your process of getting day to day?
So normally I try to get to the station for around 8, and then I do my makeup at the station.
Okay.
So just get ready. Sometimes I film it, sometimes I'm not. I haven't been really great about that lately.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'll get ready for pre-records, which happen either somewhere from 9 to 10. And that will just be something that, like, maybe the sales client, they booked a client and they'll be on the show, but
Mm-hmm.
we're pre-recording it just due to their schedule or something.
Sure.
And then from there, after the records, I'll try to hop in and help the producer with the show. So if there's live guests that we have that day, go over the talking points, write a little intro to it, and produce that part, put in the graphics of whatever they have when they send the clients, like, send us over stuff.
Okay.
And the live show starts at 3. So that's
Mm.
all from then. And then I actually have a podcast too.
Yep.
It's called Crash Out with Kayla,
Yep.
and it's on our KC24 CBS 47 Plus streaming app. Such a long name,
That is long. I ain't gonna lie. I
right?
can't cap. That's long. Okay, go
Yeah.
ahead.
So in between all that, I try to get an episode in, but mostly I think it's better to record it after the show. So the show's an hour long, so from 3 to 4.
Okay.
And so from 4, after that, whatever was broadcasted on the live show, I'll clip it in our little system and then post it to our website.
Hmm. Okay, I like
So
that. Now, so you typically get off what, about maybe like 5 o'clock, six
yeah,
o'clock?
5:30. Yeah.
Okay, I like that. I like that. Now, let's talk about your podcast as you mentioned it. How long, or how, I should say, how long does the normal podcast go? And then two, how often do you do the podcast? What kind of guests that you like having on the podcast? Because you know me, obviously you're on the podcast here. I love jumping on other people's podcasts as well. So tell me, what type of guests do you like to have on?
You're definitely gonna have to be a guest now that.
Okay. Okay.
So
That's so good.
so it's definitely a learning progress, and I honestly I feel very grateful that they give me the creative freedom to do whatever I want with it.
Right.
So there's not really a rhyme or reason with it. It's kind of whatever it goes. But normally what I've been doing is I'll get coworkers to come on there, and then we just kind of just have a yap session. It's like therapy, honestly. So we'll just
Right.
talk. Um, my manager will be on there and we'll, like, chat GPT some, like, silly questions, and we'll just answer and just banter back and forth.
Okay.
Sometimes we talk about what we're crashing out over, dating, relationships.
Oh, yeah, we can talk about that all day long. Ain't no question about
Yeah,
that. For
yeah.
sure.
So I really don't have a specific, you know, I just like to do whatever comes to the mind, I guess you could say. Go with the flow.
Okay. Yeah, kind of be a little spontaneous with it. Yeah,
Exactly.
I like that. No, that's pretty cool. Let's talk about mental health and work-life balance.
Ooh, yeah.
Being in this industry, you deal with those things. There's no question about it. Especially with mental health. There's many colleagues that I've had in this industry that have stepped away from journalism because of mental health and also work-life balance. You know, news never stops. It's all
Ever.
year round, all the time. So, talk to me about how you balance your mental health, but also have a work-life balance. Because Kayla, you seem like a wonderful woman to be around and hang out with, for sure. But you also seem like you about your business as well, and very professional as well. So, tell me, how do you work those things out and not experience burnout?
Thank you.
You
Well, it's definitely a difficult task. I will say though, my life has changed a lot since switching from the news side to the lifestyle side.
okay?
It's it's different in the sense of I am able to take myself out of the situation a lot more because it's not
Hmm.
so in my face. I'm still aware that it's there, so that's always going to be a thing.
Hmm.
But I feel like the balance really just goes to you gotta put the phone away,
Mm,
and that's hard. But
that's
that's when
very
I'm
hard.
getting the notifications of like, oh, this happened and this. But also at the
Wow.
same time, I'm not putting the phone away. You know what I mean? So so that balance is hard to find. I will not lie to you.
I can only imagine. I mean, I kind of get what you're saying. You're right. You still got the phone. You still are aware of, things that could happen, but you're not like trying to rush it and be like, oh my gosh, I got to be first to it. Right. When you step away from work, that's just not something that you got to do. You don't have to be first to it. You got to separate work and life balance because it can consume you for sure. And then you could get wrapped up in it, and then you can feel like that you just never get the break that you need. Um, did you feel like that at any time you were working in news before you made the transition to lifestyle that your mental health was affected? And if
Oh,
so, how did you deal with that? What were some of the ways that you dealt with that?
oh, I cried
Mm,
heavily. I I was covering a what was this? It was a rape trial that I was
wow.
covering. This was
Okay.
back in Texas. And that was really rough because that was the first time I had to be in a courtroom, hearing both sides, hearing it was, first of all, like a minor at the time, and just seeing it, just feeling everyone's energy, and then having to regurgitate that out in an unbiased way
Right.
is very difficult. And then you only can tell the story, you have a minute 30. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah. Try to put a package together. Right. Absolutely.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that was hard for me. And I just honestly, I'm really lucky that I have a support system and like friends and family that support me because I really just I cried. Like I was trying to do my live shot and I'm like having tears in my eyes, like voice is shaking.
Right.
So
Right.
that was
Right.
really tough.
Wow. I appreciate that transparency. Appreciate your openness for that. But it also leads into a great segue of advice. What advice would you give someone? And I'm sure there's probably interns there at your station that you work at and stuff like that, and people just come by and ask you things all the time. But what is some advice that you would give someone that wants to be in broadcast or print journalism?
I would say don't be afraid to tap into that human side. You don't need to feel like it's sensationalism. You don't need to feel like that. You can use
Okay.
your empathy. Um, and also try to just be as neutral as possible and just hear people out. And if you're trying to break into the industry, I would say just be patient because before you know it, you'll be in and you might be trying to turn back. I don't know, but I'm just saying just be patient. It'll happen. That'd be my advice.
No, that's pretty good advice. No question about that. I can remember applying to at least over 60, 70 jobs before I even heard from one. Like I tell people all the time, rejection, and you're going to get a lot more no's than you will ever get yeses in this industry, for sure, no question. I know when I graduated from college, I got a whole bunch of no's, but eventually you do get your yes, and then that's all you need is one yes to get your foot in the door, and then people will see your work. I also tell people to build a portfolio as well. When you're doing stuff, make sure that you have some kind of resume, whether it's clips, whether it's reels, whether it's whatever it is. You got to have that in order to break in, because it's not just about what you have, because almost everybody, except for maybe a select few, but almost everybody has a degree. They're going to get a degree in journalism or communication of some sort. So now you got to, how do you separate yourself? And that's from the work you do. One of the things that I did see that you did that is a little different is you did an internship with the Ryan Seacrest Foundation, if I'm not
I
mistaken.
did.
Yeah. Talk to me about how did you acquire that? What did you do in the internship, and what did you learn?
Oh, I loved that internship. So it was
Hmm.
with the Children's Hospital,
Yeah.
and I found out about that one through, um, the mentor who was the head of the station at the college station, so NTTV, which is North Texas Television, and that was an interesting one because it was just kind of after COVID,
Hmm.
but we were still lucky enough to be able to still function. So it's like a it was a broadcast like a most kind of looked like a radio station sort of
Okay.
thing in the
Yeah.
middle of the children's hospital. And so what we would do would we would put on basically little shows and the kids in the hospital, they could turn on the TV and they could watch us. And then we'd make it interactive. We'd have little games and they could like call in and all that stuff. So for an internship part, we would learn the switchboard and all that stuff and put in VCR, whatever, all the stuff, all the takes. And it was like our way of just trying to entertain the kids and, you know, something positive being in such a yucky place. So,
Right, obviously, because this was going on in the hospital, so you're just trying to put as many smiles on kids' faces as you possibly can. How
yeah,
long did the internship go for?
that was for a semester, so a few months.
Okay.
Um, yeah, it was a lot of fun, a lot of fun. And we would even get to, so like, say we would play bingo on the show and we're
Hmm.
hosting it and the people would call in. So we'd have winners and then we would go deliver the little like prizes to the room. So it was really fun.
I'm glad to hear that, Kayla. That's what's up. That's what's up. They had the right person for the job, that's for sure. No question about that. You are very welcome. We've reached the portion of the podcast now that we're going to play my little interactive game called This or That. So
Okay.
Kayla, I do this with every guest that I have here on the Work Hard, Play Harder podcast. And basically what that is that I'll throw some things at you and you get to choose this or that. So Kayla, are
Okay.
you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, here we go. Out of these two restaurants, which restaurant would you rather eat at? Popeyes or KFC?
Popeyes.
Girl, you on point like a period. I like that. Here we go. We good right now. Chicken wings. When it comes to chicken wings, which flavor would you rather have on the wing? Barbecue or lemon pepper?
Lemon pepper.
Okay. Do you like your wings wet or dry?
Wet.
Do you like your wings bone in or boneless?
Bone in.
So you like to get messy with it.
Yeah,
It's okay, girl. Get a wet wipe, wipe your mouth, and go to work.
that's
I'm with
it.
you on that. Yes, indeed. I'll get messy too. I'll get messy too. Yes, absolutely. I also like boneless wings, but I know people say boneless wings or chicken nuggets. Don't give a damn because you still can eat it. I'm still gonna eat it,
Okay.
regardless of what it is. So there you have it. But I like your answers. It's pretty good. These next five questions have to do with music concerts you rather attend. So here we go. Which music concert would you rather go to, Kendrick Lamar or Drake?
Kendrick Lamar.
Okay, I like
That's
that.
that's wait, I answered that so fast though.
You did. You
That
answered
was a
that
little
without
rude.
hesitation.
I know. What I love Drake too. Like I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, of course. Who don't like some Drizzy? Who don't like some Drizzy in their life? Of course they. I'm saying. Okay, they're gonna get harder as we go.
Okay.
Which music concert would you rather go to? Would you rather go see her or SZA?
Says
Mm, she is a vibe. She is a vibe. No question about that. Okay, here we go. Which music concert would you rather go to, Beyonce or Rihanna?
Beyonce. Dang, that's hard though.
You answered that one quick too.
I know because you just can't say no to Beyonce.
Well, that's probably the first one we probably would disagree on, to be honest
Really?
with you. Yeah, I gotta go see Riri. I mean, I've done security for Beyonce, event security for Beyonce, so I've seen her about 2, 3 times. I
Okay,
think
well then that's
that's the
different.
reason why. That's the reason
Yeah.
why. But Riri, I haven't seen her in a concert ever, so I would love to go see her sometime for sure. Okay. Which music concert would you rather go to? Would you rather see Lil Wayne or J. Cole?
Hmm. Probably Little Wayne just because childhood.
Okay, okay. I like that. Do you like his new album, Carter Six?
I have not heard it.
Oh no. Oh no. Kayla, come on
I
now.
have not listened to it. Wow, I didn't even know. Yeah.
Okay. Well,
I'm
listen.
about to.
Yeah, you're the lifestyle reporter now. You got to get with
I
the life.
know.
Come on now. Okay, here we go. That's okay. I ain't gonna hold it against you. And when you get off here today, I'm gonna hit you up later. You tell me something. Tell me a song on the Carter Six. At least you
Okay, I'll
heard something.
listen.
Here we go. I'm with you on that. Final one of the music. Which music concert would you rather go see, Monica or Brandy?
Brandy.
You sure?
Yeah, I was obsessed with Brandy growing up.
Okay, okay. You know they're coming out with a joint tour, right? The Boy Is Mine
I
tour.
love that. That's
Absolutely,
amazing.
absolutely. Yes, indeed. You did pretty good. Did pretty good on the music ones. Now let me ask you, which sport would you rather watch on TV? Would you rather watch baseball or hockey?
I think hockey.
Okay,
Only
okay.
because I think it's so well, hockey's fun live.
I mean, if you're in Fresno, ain't you right by San Jose?
Yeah,
That's where the Sharks play.
I'm not going all the way up there though for that.
I forget, I'm from California, but it's been a while since I've been there because I know San Diego, then Los Angeles. Well, San Diego, Anaheim, Los Angeles. Fresno is upstate. Fresno is north. I just
But
don't
like
know,
central.
or central, right? Central. So I don't know what's the next biggest city close to you though.
I would say San Jose, Sacramento. I don't know the Sacramento. I don't remember if Sacramento, if you touch
Oh,
Sacramento
Sacramento
before.
way up there. That's probably
Yeah,
for the furthest
and
north.
San
'Cause
Fran.
San Francisco is not as far as Sacramento. Yeah, and then San Jose is not as far as San Francisco, so that's why when you said Fresno, I'm thinking San Jose is probably the closest one to you, maybe.
Yeah,
Okay, I got you. I got you. Which sport would you rather play, bowling or badminton?
bowling.
Are you a good bowler?
Nope, but it's fun.
I love how definitive you are, Kayla, with these answers. Like there is no hesitation in your voice at all when you're answering these questions. I love that. I really do. That's amazing. But you keeping it real, and I appreciate that. Do you need the bumpers?
I do need the bumpers, but I
Oh
will
hell
play
no.
without.
I'm about to say, oh hell no, we gotta put you
I'll
in the
play
kiddie
without
lane.
it.
Okay, okay, well that's good. That's good. We don't like we don't have to like pull out the little tray where you got to put the ball, set the ball down there, and have the ball
No, because
roll
that
off
one
the tray.
messes me up.
Okay, I got you. Say less. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you like desserts?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna name 4 categories of desserts. You have to choose one of these categories you'll never eat again. So here we go.
Okay.
First one is ice cream. The second one is cake/pie. So they're grouped together. The third one is candy. The last one is cookies. Which one are you getting rid of?
I'd say cookies.
Um, Kayla. Oh no.
Only because you said the cakes and then there's ice cream, so I can save that. And a
Hmm.
cookie's just kind of a sector of a cake, like
Wow.
in a way.
That is a very intricate way to break that down. I appreciate that. I really do. What is your favorite ice cream?
Favorite ice cream? Ooh, that's hard. I like a good coffee flavor.
Okay. All right. Fun fact, I've never had coffee flavored ice cream before. I never
It's
had
good.
coffee, period. Even coffee. Never had that.
That's
That's
cool. Don't start.
I will listen to you. I will listen to that and listen to you for that. No doubt, no question. Okay, I appreciate that. I probably would have chose candy though. I probably would have chose candy to get rid of, to be honest with you. Not a huge chocolate person, but I do love my Lifesaver gummies and I do love my Sour Patch Kids. So I love
Yeah,
those for sure. Do you like potato chips?
I do.
Okay, so this is the same format as the dessert. I'm gonna name four brands. You got to choose one of these brands that you won't eat again. So here we go. The first brand is Doritos. The second brand is Lay's. The third brand is Ruffles. The last brand is Pringles. Which one are you getting rid of?
Probably Pringles.
You sure?
What was the first? Oh, maybe
Doritos,
Doritos.
Doritos, Lay's, Ruffles, and Pringles.
Are these all the classic flavors or are there the special ones?
Well, they can, no. It's not just classic. Whatever associated with that brand. So it could be a special brand with that, or a classic brand. Either or.
Then yeah, the Pringles. I don't eat the Pringles that much.
Okay. What's your favorite potato chip?
Probably the Sun Chips brand. Does that
Oh,
count?
that does count. But fun fact again, I've never had Sun Chips.
They're good.
That's what people keep
Like,
telling me, but I'm not bold enough to try it. For whatever reason,
yes.
I don't. I'm just not bold enough yet. I got to work up the courage.
Yeah, work up the courage. It's good.
I do, Kayla. Right now I don't know. I mean, I'm courageless. Like the Tin Man in the Wizard of Oz. I ain't got no heart. So I gotta be able to work that up a little bit. But that's okay. That's all right. My favorite chip is Ruffles sour cream and cheddar for sure.
That's a good
Um,
one.
yeah, it's pretty good. I like those. I love asking this next question, especially to journalists, and that's a top four. What is your top four of events or stories that you would like to do in your journalistic career?
Would love the top one. I would love to like host Love Island. That'd be
Oh my
great.
goodness. Oh my goodness. That
Oh,
damn show, everybody has been talking crazy about that show ever since I guess the episode dropped last night, or it was the
I know
last
I'm
night
not caught
episode.
up. Don't tell me.
Okay. All right. I got you. Say less.
Um, maybe a really great to switch it up, a presidential election.
Okay.
That'd be cool. Three, maybe something worthwhile socially that's like going to bring some type of social change. That would be
Okay.
cool.
Yeah.
Four, entertainment for sure. Just maybe like a premiere of a movie or something.
I was thinking that the whole time you were talking. I certainly could see you on the red carpet. I think you
That's
would
the
kill it.
goal.
I think you would kill it. I really
Thank
do.
you.
No question. Your personality, obviously, you look absolutely beautiful on the red carpet,
Thank
but I
you.
think that your personality, you'll have great questions. You'll be talking to entertainers and guests. I just think that that's a good vibe. I love asking that question, though, for sure. I got a bonus top four for you since you said that. What is a top four of people you would like to interview? Where interview as far as celebrities go?
Definitely Oprah.
Yeah, that makes
Definitely.
sense.
I feel like just because I'm here,
Hmm.
probably Governor Gavin Newsom.
Oh, he did. Yeah, he'd be an interesting interview. That's for sure.
Hmm. And
Hmm.
then three, because I lived in Texas and I have some questions, Governor Greg Abbott.
Okay.
And four, let's do someone fun, something fun. Maybe like Harry Styles for a
Wow.
fun one.
That, that is definitely different. That's definitely different from the last two you mentioned. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah. This the number one question is why break One Direction up? Oh well, you know what I mean? Like, what's going on? I actually grew up listening to that One Direction stuff, so I was a fan. But
Me
you know,
too.
it is what it is. I feel you on that.
Right.
Give me a instead of a top four, give me a top three of things to do in Fresno, California. Now I've been up and down the cities of California, no question about it. But Fresno is not one I've been to. What when I touch down in Fresno, what should I do? What is the top three things I should do?
Eat. They have great restaurants here. Great food here.
That's
Um,
exactly what the hell I'm gonna do. When I touch down, I'm finding me something to eat.
something to eat. I'm not even kidding.
I feel that.
So go to a nice restaurant, get a little
Okay.
drink. That's what I would
Okay.
tell you. Probably go to Cezanne.
Oh, okay. Saison. I'm with you on that.
Yes. And top three. Okay, then, but it has to be in Fresno because we have lots of
Um,
little driving.
I mean, close by. Yeah, I don't want to like drive an hour and a half away from Fresno, but yeah, but close by, sure.
Okay, then I would say the zoo. We have a cute zoo, the
Wow.
Fresno
Okay.
Chaffee Zoo. And
Okay.
then third, yeah, third, maybe go to like a Grizzlies game, a little
Okay.
baseball game. Yeah.
Baseball. Okay, I like that. Yeah, you do some sports in there. I'm a huge sports person, so yeah, I love that. I'm a huge steak person. I love me steak and chicken. Those are two of my favorite things. So a good steakhouse would be good. I would love that. But also I can probably get some salmon out there. If you know some good salmon places, that'd be good too. So I would love that. Uh, this next question is about advice. We talked about advice you would give, but what is some advice that someone has gave you that you hold on dearly to?
I would say this is one that is really good advice, but I feel like I still struggle with taking it. So I'm gonna say, just do it, lady. You gotta just do it.
Okay. That
And then, yeah, don't be afraid to be great.
okay.
So just put yourself out there and don't think about it. I think
Mm.
that's like the best advice.
Did it take you a long time, Kayla, to get over hard news stories? Like when you have to do a hard news story as opposed to a soft news story. Soft news is obviously cookie cutter. It's great, gets people smiling, laughing. It's jovial, right? But hard news stories is just difficult. Uh, Did it take you a long time to get over that? Did you bring that home with you? And then how did you deal, if you are over it, how did you deal with that?
I would definitely say I have taken a few stories home with
Mm,
me, and it was hard to get over.
okay.
And usually it's the ones that are like sexual assaults
Okay.
or very strange murder or tragedy. And how I get over that, honestly, I just have to talk it through. I just have
Mm,
to, in my head, I'm like, well, you can't change that happened, but what can you do? You can tell that story to the best of your ability.
right. Right.
And that's what you can do. And you can be honest with yourself about what you're feeling. And then I just share it. And that
I
just usually,
got you.
yeah,
I got you. No, that's good. It's good advice. That's good advice and also good to know because obviously people that's coming into this industry should know that every story is not going to be a great story. Sometimes I'm not sure if you're multimedia and you have a photographer with you, but when you start out in some, markets, you're a one man band. You carry
yeah,
equipment, you go around, you do everything. You edit, shoot, write, everything. In some neighborhoods you go to, it's not very safe, not very
exactly.
good. And especially, as a woman, depending on the time frame of when you're working, if you're working wee hours in the morning and doing stuff like that, it can be dangerous for sure. I don't know if you've encountered that, being in Texas and now Fresno, but yeah, it's hard. It's hard to know when you can stick a microphone in somebody's face and start asking them questions after a tough day in their lives. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
No question.
Definitely. My first story actually In my
Mhm,
career
mhm.
as a professional, it was a 17-year-old who was shot and killed. And
Wow.
I didn't realize when we were out, it was first day, so I had a photog luckily, but
Okay.
we share one, so like usually that doesn't happen.
Right.
And so I didn't realize, but then I look over and the body is still out. Like they didn't zip him up, like the
Right.
feet you could still see. So
Right.
that was my very, very first. So I was like, oh my goodness, what did I
Yeah,
say?
it just got real. No
Yeah,
question. No question. I feel you on that. Kind of why I took a pivot from news and different stuff like that to sports. Now, sports has hard news stories as well, but mainly it's, either feature stories or it's winning and losing, right? It's
right,
always tough to talk to the team that lost. Always. I get that because, they lost and somebody else won. But going into the game, that is a possibility. You don't
exactly,
know coming out of your home if you don't know whether or not you're gonna make it back. You like to think so, but sometimes you don't.
exactly.
And that's unfortunate. I want to ask you and get you out of here on some rapid fire questions. So, Kayla, first thing that comes to mind based upon these rapid fire questions, you just shout it out with glee. Okay, so here
Okay,
we go. Pancakes or waffles?
pancakes
Ribs or chicken?
or chicken.
You was about to say ribs.
I was.
You was. I heard you. I heard the R word about to come out
I
your
like
mouth.
grilled
Okay.
chicken, but that's it.
Mm, grilled chicken is so good.
Yeah.
Netflix or TV shows?
TV shows? That's hard. I'll
Mm,
go with
okay.
TV shows.
TV shows. Love Island or The Bachelorette?
Oh, Love Island.
Okay. What is your favorite color?
Black.
Girl, I'm with you on that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Okay, now here we go.
All black.
Favorite, I should say favorite movie.
Mulholland Drive.
Yeah, that's a good one. Wow, that's a very good one. If you had a choice to take three people with you on a vacation, who are those three people and where would you go?
Oh, that's hard.
Now, they could be friends, family, or celebrities.
Oh, that's hard. Definitely
Hmm.
gonna bring my mom.
Okay, shout out to Kayla's mom.
Um, my dog Corduroy.
Okay, we'll count Corduroy as a person. Okay, we can do
Okay,
that.
you said people. You did say people. Okay, I'll
I
scratch
did,
that.
but no, no, no. Bring the dog. Bring the dog. We want you happy. So bring Corduroy. I like that.
Okay. And then third, oh, that's so hard. I have
You
no
got
idea.
you got your mom, your dog. What about you got any siblings you want to take? Any
You know what?
best
Yeah, let's
friend?
take my sister
Yeah.
and we'll go to Europe.
Okay, you'll go to Europe. All right. Now, do you know where in Europe? Because Europe's the continent. I mean, Europe's kind of big.
Let's go south of France.
South of France. Okay, I like that. Okay, spades or dominoes?
I don't know how to play either, but probably
Oh hell.
dominoes.
Oh
I know.
no, Taylor,
I
you
know. Don't
can't
take
come
the
to
card away.
you cannot come to the cookout and not
I
know how
know.
to
Don't
play
revoke
spades
my
or dominoes.
card.
I'm not. I'm not. But best believe we definitely gonna have to keep in touch because you're gonna have to learn one of these two games. That's for sure,
I
or
know.
both for
I know.
sure. Okay, here we go. I forgive you. You can't be perfect. I mean, everything is really good about you. You can't be perfect, but that's just what it is. Okay, I digress. If you had a choice to listen to three songs or three artists on repeat and never get tired of them, who would those three artists or three songs be?
Okay. Frank Ocean.
Mm.
Does it have to be one or the other?
No, it could be a mix.
Okay, so Frank Ocean, any song by him would be great.
Okay.
Um, Clairo,
Okay.
and then probably Fred again.
Okay. I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that. Um, if they gave you a choice to say out of one of these four genres, which genre do you want to spend your journalism career in for the rest of your journalism career? Would it be sports? Would it be news? Would it be entertainment? Or would it be travel? Which one?
Or would it be what?
Travel.
Travel.
Yeah.
That's different. I would say entertainment.
Okay. Okay. Entertainment. I got you.
Yeah.
Favorite sandwich?
Like an Italian Jersey Mike situation.
Oh, absolutely. Girl, you hit it on the head. Okay.
Yeah, I'm like a meat
Fa-
lovers.
Favorite board game?
I guess Monopoly. No, 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 Candyland.
Absolutely. Candyland's fire. Candyland is definitely fire. I love me some Candyland for
Yeah.
sure. Okay. Last one. Favorite card game?
Bullshit.
Bullshit. I don't think I've ever played that.
It's fun.
Okay, so how about you teach me that and I'll teach you some spades. How about that?
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Say less. I'm with you on that. This has been a pretty dope conversation, Kayla. Just learning
Yeah.
about your background of growing up in Texas, wanting to be a journalist at a very early age, and then doing all different kinds of stories, going to San Diego, clearly moving to the West, going to San Diego, which is my hometown, but then having to leave there, kind of step back a little bit, reevaluate, go to North Texas, graduate from North Texas, and now you're back in California doing your thing as a lifestyle reporter. Um, it's pretty cool to see that
Thank you.
maturation and see what you've went through. And obviously, I'm a new fan of yours. And I plan on following you for the rest of your journalism career. And thank you for your time of hopping on my podcast. Is there anything else that you would like to add about yourself, the job, or anything at all before we conclude?
I would just say I love it. I feel really grateful to have this platform. I'm excited to see how I can continue to grow
Mhm.
and just connect with people and meet new people. I love it. It's awesome. It was great to get to know you too.
Absolutely. We will definitely stay in contact. There is a colleague that I'm hoping that you can help me get on. Her name is Hannah Gonzalez.
Oh
I
yes,
believe
I'll try
you
to
know
nudge her.
her. Absolutely. And she is somebody who I would love to talk to as well and hear her story. You're absolutely amazing. Keep doing amazing things, Kayla, and you and I will definitely stay in touch.
Amazing. Thank you so much. It's nice
No
meeting you.
problem. Nice meeting you.
Bye bye.